Welcome to the Prevent Podcast. I'm here today with my friend Tim Smith. What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Good.
I brought you here. I want you to kind of tell everybody about you, what you do, and a little bit of backstory about you.
Okay. So I'm Tim. I do construction, windows and doors. Got a wife, two daughters, 17, 14, almost 15. And they're everything. I mean, that's why we do what we do, right?
Absolutely. Two girls, man.
Yeah. And they keep me on my toes, keep me working.
Absolutely.
But I grew up divorced parents when I was real little. I have an older brother. She remarried, so I have 3 step siblings. I went from being the youngest to being the middle kid. So kind of had it all.
Right. I got
all kinds of different stuff. So that's me.
Well, what's the name of your business, if you don't mind plugging it?
TDS Windows and Doors.
Okay. And where are you guys out of?
We're out of Nashville. We work all over the mid-state.
Gotcha.
We try to keep it not too far outside the mid-state, just as local as we can.
I gotcha. But you guys definitely stay busy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Super busy.
I gotcha, man. That's, I would say, if you don't mind, when did you start your business and how's that been? Has it been a struggle? Has it been, what's it like to build a successful business?
Well, I started it, I was probably 19, and I went kind of on my own. I worked for a guy, but he paid his guys as subcontractors. Not sure that was 100% legit, but that's where I got my feel for it, working for him. And then I kind of went back and forth, not sure if it's what I wanted to do.
Right.
So I worked for a couple of places back and forth, and then finally just took on a door install program for Home Depot.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so we did that for about 10 years, and then I got on with Pella out of Nashville, and we've been doing that ever since. And so I guess to build a successful business, I got lucky. I mean, we do what we do the best way we know how to do it.
Right.
And we try to keep people happy.
Right.
Without compromising your own values and the way you think things should be done.
Right.
So it seems to be successful so far.
Yeah, it's probably, when I used to do floors as a contractor, I would say one of the main things that I found that customers would tell me is I've called 15 people and no one would show up.
Mm-hmm.
I think building those reps and just showing up for what you're doing and completing the job and right, that's probably a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's learning. I admire you for that. Building the business.
Problem.
Absolutely. It is, man, because that's with any contractor, it seems more and more. It's like, where are you?
Yeah.
They stay busy, but some people just don't show up.
Yeah, and I've dealt with that myself.
Yeah.
I mean, we built a couple houses over the years, and having contractors say they're going to do something and not do it, just you don't call them back.
Right.
And you tell people not to call them.
And it's like you wish you had more time to just do it yourself because you know it's going to be right.
Mm-hmm.
I would say throughout Tennessee, the growth, the explosion here, that's probably a big issue.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, Tim, if you could, I'd like to talk to you a bit about my brother.
Okay. Yep.
You were really close with him over the past few years. I'm trying to get that different angle of an outside perspective, more or less. You are family.
Yeah.
You will always be family.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to kind of touch base, maybe how you met him.
For sure.
Over the years, what you guys did, and if you could kind of go about that.
Okay, it's probably a long story. You good with that?
We got plenty of time.
Okay. All right, so me and the family moved to Gladeville very early on. I think it was 2007. And both the girls went to Gladeville Elementary, and Aubrey, my youngest daughter, developed a friendship with Leilani,
right?
John's oldest daughter.
Yep. And
so we'd see him off and on, birthday parties and school events and stuff like that. And we'd have parties at the house for Aubrey's birthday, and they would come over, and so we developed a friendship there. It was kind of a loose friendship at that point,
right?
Because we only saw him a few times a year.
Yeah.
But then it just so happened that John and Taryn and the family moved to Smith County,
right?
And it wasn't very long after that we also moved to Smith County.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And so there's a group of 3 girls there, and they call themselves the Gladies because they came from Gladeville.
That's awesome.
And they're in Smith County, so they kind of have that bond.
Right.
And so that kind of developed a closer friendship with John and a few of us. Some of us are not from Smith County. When you go to small town and you're not from small town, you have to kind of find the other people that aren't from small town, so you can develop friendships and do things that might be frowned upon by other people if it's a real church going area or
Yep.
something like that, which I understand, but I think a lot of people hide things. And the group of friends that we had, we shared everything. We weren't afraid to talk about stuff. We weren't afraid to be our true selves. So we just had a great bond. All of us did.
I say that's pretty cool because that's hard to find, dude.
It is.
Everybody's got to put on a front or like I don't want to show the real me because maybe they won't like me,
Right,
you know.
right. Yeah.
But with small towns, especially like that, like that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And so it carried from there. We had friends, they on again, off again. You have problems, you have issues with certain individuals, but for the most part, we all kept in contact with each other. And me and John got pretty close, especially with us being from a different area. He's obviously from Michigan,
Yeah.
and I'm originally from Ohio, but I was little when I
Okay.
came here, so we kind of clicked on that and had the same kind of drive. John always wanted to be an entrepreneur and do all the things, and so he would ask me a lot about stuff, and I'd try to help him where I can, and then all that ugliness happened, and I guess you really don't. You kind of take for granted how close your friendships are
Yep.
until they're not there anymore.
Yep.
So
I know we talked off camera. This is nothing like you've ever experienced, right?
no,
There's so many implications from somebody taking their life
Mhm.
that it repels and shockwaves everything around it.
it does.
That's why I wanted to talk to you. You know,
Yeah.
it's not just the immediate. It's everybody around you. It affects everything. You know,
Mhm.
and maybe over the last few months, like
Mhm.
maybe has he came to you? Has he? If you don't,
Yeah.
If you don't want to share something, don't. But
Mhm.
maybe for somebody else's friend, if it's a similar situation, if a friend comes to you,
Yeah.
maybe to show a bit more, like what, not that we could have done anything, but
Mhm.
what could somebody else do just to help somebody?
There was an instance where some bills had gotten a little out of control for John, and he was struggling to find, and we didn't have a lot of people.
Right.
And we were such a close knit group, and for whatever reason, I'm not one to talk myself up,
Right.
but for whatever reason, John thought he felt comfortable talking to me about it.
Yep.
And so he called me about it, and I came over there, and you could tell that he something wasn't right.
Right.
And he had said some things to me about that he was, and it's hard for me to even say that he had those thoughts. And to be honest with you, I kind of went off on him in the driveway.
Rightfully
You know,
so. Rightfully so.
I mean, I dug into him hard and told him all the things that I thought, and I did not hold back. And we hugged it out afterward. And I felt like everything was fine.
Yeah, but that, like, I appreciate you so much as a friend,
Yeah.
as now my brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for having that conversation because I didn't even have it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, but if he had said that to you,
It would have been a whole different story.
Right.
Like, and I shouldn't have made it be that way.
Mhm.
I can't fix it, whatever. But
yeah. Yeah. It was.
yeah,
It was different, and honestly, I'd never heard anything like that before. So that was just a knee jerk reaction from me because I do care, but I
absolutely.
did consider him a brother, and he called me and my family.
Yeah,
And I mean, he literally said, "Your family now. You can't do
can't-
anything about it."
yeah, man.
So
It's
yeah,
deep, man.
Yeah.
It's so. I will say, like, from taking it back to
Mhm.
that day,
Mhm.
everything happened.
hmm
You guys were there, like that. Your wife was there.
My wife was there in the car when
You were too.
Taryn
Like,
got the call.
yeah, absolutely. And I like got to the coroner's office before they did. And with your
Mhm.
wife, it's like they were all a part of the trauma. Your wife was part of the trauma. Like, it's not something people go through every day.
No.
It's kind of hard to navigate, but
hmm
we're grateful for you.
I wish you didn't have to be, and that's the trouble. I mean, it's hard. I, I think I don't know if it's just me, but I know a lot of us don't think that we don't think about what we would do in those situations.
We don't think it'll happen.
Right.
That's the thing, is it's so off the wall.
Yeah.
Like, that'll never happen to me.
Right.
That'll never happen. Like,
Mhm.
you put it off, or
Yeah.
you just don't. There's no way to prepare.
Right.
But when it does, it's
Mhm.
like a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Around you and everybody around you.
For
You
sure.
know, the effects, like I said, is a shockwave. Like,
Yeah.
everybody you've talked to, everybody you've experienced joy with, or even just a simple, hey, how are you?
Mhm.
That person was so happy.
Mhm.
That's a big thing. Like, I even talked to John. Like, I talk to him every morning,
Mhm.
but like every morning, like, I'm grumpy. I wake up grumpy. I just do.
Oh yeah.
It's
Me
like,
too.
man. But John, he'd go to work before I would, so he'd be at work delivering, and I would talk to him like, hey, man, how you doing? You have a great day. I'm like, John, like, man, you're
Mhm.
always in a good mood. You're always in a good mood.
Mhm.
And I'm not like that in the mornings, most mornings, but
Yeah.
seeing him, like just that positivity, like, where'd it go?
You almost wonder if it was masking something, like if it was just an outward mask that was hiding something that he didn't want to talk about, or
Yeah.
just didn't want people to ask about.
Yeah. Because those last few months too, when I talked to him one morning, he was down. It's
Yeah.
not likely for John to be like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a couple of months removed now, you have time to sit and think. Like you said, when it goes off, it's like a nuclear bomb. Well, in a few months afterward, you get the fallout, and you get to everything's kind of settling down, and
Yep.
you can see the devastation, and you can kind of rewind and see what might have went wrong, and we keep questioning and stuff, but it never changes
It never
the
changes.
situation we're in. And so it's hard to navigate. For me, it's hard to navigate moving forward with still not understanding what's behind you.
Yeah.
I've always tried to figure stuff out. You take stuff apart as a
Yep.
kid and try to figure out how to put it back together.
And fix it.
And it's broken,
It's broken.
and it's just going to be broken.
Man, that's what I'm trying to like figure out. The whole thing of feeling down, and rightfully so. Something happens like this, rightfully for you too. We feel
Mhm.
down, but like the way I'm trying to figure it out and make it is that, like, not broken. I'm beautifully broken,
Mhm.
if that makes sense, because
Yeah.
I want to pick up those pieces,
Mhm.
like the mosaic, and make it beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. But
Mhm.
like, just the whole experience has just been awful, man.
Yeah.
For you, for your family, for your children. Your children knew him. It
Mhm.
was like you said, it was like a dad away from dad.
Yeah.
He was a very, the presence was strong, dude.
Oh, my youngest called him her second dad, and my oldest was. She didn't bring this up at first, and she told me that she was upset because he had told her that whatever she needed, because she's older, she's getting ready to go to college and stuff, and he said, if you ever need anything, you call me. And she was mad because she's like,
Rightfully so.
you know,
Rightfully so,
he
dude.
lied.
He lied.
Like it.
But that's the more I talk about it, the more I experience even this. Like, I know it wasn't him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
And so, if you could explain, like, as a friend doing this,
Mm-hmm.
how has it changed your day to day?
It's there's times. So at first, there was a lot of it was top priority. We fall in. We're like an army. We fall in and we support, because it wasn't just John that was my best friend. It was John's wife, and John's kids are like my kids,
Yep.
and so now there's this emptiness there, and there's these shoes to fill that you never can, and they're just going to be shoes, and so you have to do what you can to try to step around those shoes, but not you're never going to be the person that was in those shoes. And so it's hard to it gets normal for a few days, and you can kind of almost feel normal, and then something happens, or somebody says something, or an event or a date comes up or something like that, and it's just top of mind again, and it's almost like, to me, it's like God's saying, don't rest. Don't forget that this is why you're here, that you still have this job to do.
Absolutely.
And we get wrapped up in our own stuff with work, with our own drama and anger and stuff like that. And then something happens and you realize, okay, I've got things to do. I gotta get out of my own head and get back to work. It's not going to fix itself.
I agree.
It's not going to support itself.
100%. It's just like you said, those shoes, like, we don't take anything with us when we go.
No.
No,
No.
Yeah. It's tough.
It is.
And
it's hard to find the words to say a lot of times.
That really is, because it hits you just like you said, in waves.
Mm-hmm.
I have many days where I'm like, man, like, what can I do to just get out of it?
Yeah.
What can I do to get out of the funk? And I lean on my family and my kids and this, and
yeah,
there's no way to shake it.
Mm-mm.
You just learn to cope, but
yeah,
you just wish that it didn't happen, but it did.
Right.
But everything happens for a reason. And maybe we'll never understand why he did what he did.
No.
But the repercussions.
Yeah, it's the aftermath. It's such a quick. I could never imagine doing anything like that, or anybody doing anything like. But in that moment, you think about the decision that was made and what went through your mind at that point. Like, did you not think about what happens afterward? Did you?
Man, I had that. I know I could keep coming back to it, but that last conversation I had with him.
Yeah.
I was drilling him.
Yeah.
I drilled him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like overbearing. It was just
Mm-hmm.
like, here's the facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't wish I did it any different.
No.
Because it was the facts.
Right. And there was nothing you were going to do to stop.
You just can't. Like, with that, the whole, like, he had a Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
So when you pull up your phone, I guess I don't have it, but like if you pull the app up or whatever, it'll take that last picture. And that last picture was in his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you can just see he wasn't there.
Yeah.
That face.
Yeah.
You just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that's how I knew that's not him.
Yeah.
I feel so more self-educated on people that may have TBIs, may be sick.
Mm-hmm.
These people, these military veterans, these police officers, firefighters, somebody has a TBI, bro. It could knock something loose. You know, football players, anybody. Like it I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like, if you've had something like that, you need to watch it. Not only you, but your family, your wife. If something seems different out of your norm, you need to seek medical help.
Yeah.
Because it can take who you are.
Right. And I know it changes your state of mind, and this was something I was thinking about on the way over here, that it can change your personality a little bit, but at the same time, you're still coherent. And I think as guys, we tend to not want to put burden on other people. We try to do everything ourselves, and even though somebody says call for help, like when you called John to help you hang that TV,
yep,
it was uncomfortable for you, and you didn't want to ask for help,
right?
And because we don't want to become a problem for the people around us,
yep.
Right? But then when something like this happens, you just did the thing that you never wanted to do, and you did it permanently.
Bro, we had an uncle that did something similar, you know, over the past few years, and John loved him.
Yeah.
We went up there. This is another uncle. So we went up there, and John drove 8 hours, went to the funeral, saw him, stood next to me, and went to, at the same time I did, and was like, Uncle, man, damn it, Uncle. He stood there with me, and I heard his voice. He stood with me with his arm around me and put his hand on his chest. I said, Uncle, like, damn it, man. Like, he had a conversation with him about it, and then he did it. And me and John always said, like, Especially John. Like if you do that, I'm not coming. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show up.
Mm-hmm.
But he drove 8 hours up there, went to the funeral, drove straight back. So it doesn't make sense.
No. And I don't think it's ever going to.
It won't.
It just, if I were going to tell anybody, if John was back here again, and we knowing what we know now, this rearview mirror crap is, the rearview mirror is the worst thing in the world. Like, it just shows you all the things that you should have done.
Yeah.
But if I had to tell him something, don't be a burden afterward. Be a burden now, because we'd rather you be a burden and put our arm around you and talk to you about it than be a burden in the case where your things are now our things.
Yeah.
And we're all carrying the weight because we know we need to. But in hindsight, we shouldn't have to. We shouldn't have ever had to.
Nope. I agree 100%.
There's nothing we can do to change it.
No.
But there's people out there thinking the same thing, and if I had to tell them something, that's what I would tell them. Like, think about everybody in your circle, your family, your friends, your pastor, your everybody.
Your elementary school teacher, anybody you've made some sort of contact with, it's everybody.
Yeah.
People you ain't seen in years and years. All of a sudden that memory comes back that they've not thought about in 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the same reason you didn't want to call them to come help you move something is the same reason you shouldn't do what you're thinking about doing.
100%.
Because now they're not going to have you there to help them.
Yeah. And it's permanent. It's making a temporary situation into a permanent solution.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
like just thinking about something like that, right? Like it puts in my mind, like, you'll never see a beautiful sunset,
mm-hmm.
a mountain side sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
You won't experience that Saturday morning with your children, with them running in the room and waking you up.
Yep. Yep.
And with that, like, I would think, like, I wish you would think like that memory or that experience would have came to at that last second.
Right.
You know,
and you would have stopped and said, what am I doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that, not getting out and following through.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's,
yeah.
It's tough, man.
It's hard to imagine. Like I can't.
You could never understand what was going through that brain.
No.
In days following up. Or even at that moment, like, I'm doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, there's nothing going to stop me.
Yeah.
It's just, it's heavy.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I put in a lot of prayer.
Yeah.
Since it's happened. I should be praying more.
We should all pray more.
Exactly. But I had a dream this past few days ago, for the first time, of John. It was really strange. Again, it's something I wanted to, I didn't know if I wanted to put it out, but to me, it was so real.
Yeah.
So I did everything I could do. I got everybody okay as the best I could.
Mm-hmm.
In my dream, I was in a white hallway, like cinder block room, fluorescent lights, like. There was a woman that had approached me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "You can't leave. You ain't going nowhere." Like, I'm a grown man. I'm leaving. Like, I'm out. Like, see you later. It was weird because, like, her eyes, one moved and then the other moved. It was like a chameleon. It was weird, but it was, to me, it was like something presenting itself to me as a woman because it knew it was a bit more comfortable. But it was taunting me. It was taunting me, and it said, "You can't go anywhere. You're staying here." And I'm about to walk out this door. Like, you are crazy. And then it mentioned something to me about the Bible saying something. I said, the Bible does not say that. Like, I don't know the Bible hand in hand, like word for word, but I was like, there's no. Like, you're trying to hold me. Now you're trolling me.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned around.
Mm-hmm.
John was right there. He was from you to me, maybe closer.
Wow.
He wouldn't look me directly in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't wearing his glasses. His eyes, his left eye was a little red. His right eye, people have like fighters, like their eyes like bloody, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he wouldn't look me right in the eye, and he told me he was Mr. Tough Guy, as he always is. Like,
Oh, yeah.
man, he told me, and this is really personal, but I'm gonna put it out because I feel like it's important.
Yeah.
He told me in his tough guy voice, I didn't buy the gun to do what I did. I was just hurt. I was in so much pain, and I was hurting so bad. I did what I did because I was hurting so bad. And I just caved into his chest, like, don't leave me.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. Dude, he was right here, and I seen him, but he seen that I was crying and I was so upset.
Mm-hmm.
And he started to well up.
Yeah.
And then I woke up. I woke up in the bed, sobbing.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw him. It couldn't have been more real. But he finally, it's like,
He finally admitted.
he admitted.
Yeah.
And he was just in so much pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never woke up from a dream sobbing,
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah.
But I also felt a big release. I feel weight off of me.
Yeah.
That dream though, like it was like I went to where he was.
Yeah.
And something taunted me saying, you're not leaving. Don't go anywhere. It was like it knew that he was coming and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But it couldn't have been more real, dude.
Wow.
Like, I don't know how to explain that. And who knows if it'll ever happen again.
Yeah.
But it's traumatic. The whole experience has been traumatic, but like,
yeah,
I'm glad I got that.
Yeah. When it rides at the top of your mind all the time, like it's there. Sometimes things get in front of it.
Yeah.
But as soon as those things are out of the way, it's right back at the top of your mind.
Dude, it's 98% of my day.
Yeah.
From the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. But even with you, like from a best friend standpoint, this is why it's important, because we got to make these people realize, like, there's so many aftermath effects.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're dealing with what we're dealing with right now, and there's nothing we can do about that. But there's people that don't have to deal with this if we can help them.
And if they just seek help. Seek help. If you're feeling any sort of depressed, like, man, like, you know, I just don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. Like, seek help, because there's somebody in your life that loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you're not in the best position. Maybe you're not in the best life. Maybe you come from hardship, but seek out a church. Seek out new friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just finding yourself in other people.
Yeah, or just lean on the people that you already have.
Yeah, and I understand there's people that don't. There's a lot of people that have lived in like substantially worse situations than we have.
For sure.
We didn't come from the worst, you know, but like I was telling my buddy Jesse, like a solid mom, a solid dad, a person who is there, a person who shows up, a person who makes their children comfortable saying, you can come to me, we'll handle it.
Yep.
Give me that safe place. There's a lot of kids. There's so many kids. There's so many people that don't have any sort of religion, any sort of family. They may have friends, but a lot of friends may do things that aren't the smartest things to do, but the fun things to do.
Right.
You got to have somebody to kind of like check you. And just like you did with my brother.
Yeah.
You checked him.
Yeah.
Maybe you bought him another 6 months. Maybe you bought him like, you got him thinking.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I hope to do.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I hope to do.
Yeah. Just even if it's just buying enough time for them to get help, get therapists, get somebody to talk to. Because I'm kind of like you. My parents were great. My mom and dad divorced when I was little, but I'm still in contact with both of them. I love both of them. They're there for me if I need them. Even my stepdad, great, awesome. I mean, couldn't ask for a better situation growing up, and not everybody gets that.
Oh man.
But even the ones that have great upbringings, sometimes they don't learn to deal with stuff.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
You
Sometimes
know,
they deal with more stuff
right?
because, like, growing up in a bit of a struggle. I didn't grow up in a per se like terrible struggle, but I grew up without my father.
Mm-hmm.
Like we grew, well, so did John.
Yeah.
We didn't grow up with our parents were gone; they had to work, so we didn't grow up with, how do I put it, a positive male influence. No, my dad was great.
Yeah.
But we didn't have, like, they had to work, so we didn't have that like build up.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
like throwing
it's
baseball and
yeah.
that
Well,
kind of
yeah,
stuff.
he
Yeah.
did that, but
Okay.
man, it was like they had to work so hard to keep the house, keep everything going,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it. But
True.
all of that and creating this, like this, what I'm doing now, it's like I'm trying to create a band of brothers.
Yeah.
A band of people I feel like I can go to anybody and say, "Hey, man, I'm struggling."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, this isn't for everybody,
Right.
but being able to talk, it helps, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
tremendously.
Just having some accountability and trying to understand what people are going through
Yeah.
and being vulnerable enough to talk to them.
Yep. 100%, man.
Yeah. And they might not be going through anything, but at least they know you're there if they are.
100%.
It's just, and it's something we're not getting away from. Like, and it seems to be getting worse with
Dude, it's
people. I mean, it's,
everything's so dark and dreary.
yeah.
Like the internet, like dealing with all the politics, like
Mhm.
growing up, even as a 20-something-year-old, like I didn't necessarily care about it. I
Mhm.
didn't care about politics, dude. I'm just living my life. You know, I know what it affects us now as I'm older, but like everything has been painted. Everything with the internet is becoming more dark. You're finding out things that like you don't know necessarily are true.
Mhm.
But what is the internet? It's so good. It's good, but
Parts of it.
there's also a lot of bad.
Yeah. And it's, if you want my opinion, it's keeping all of us from talking to each other because it's
Isn't that
so
strange?
easy to get behind a screen and type in whatever you want and have nobody talking back.
It's making an indefinite disconnection, which is weird because everywhere you go, people's locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in. Like kids, they're locked in.
Mhm.
But it's like we're all so connected, but we've never been more disconnected.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even working at my job, like we use the scanners and stuff. So I caught myself yesterday. I'm like, you see all these memes and these little videos about people these days and their technology and their phones and things, and you're just walking around like this all day. But
Yeah.
at my job, I had that scanner and I'm just walking back to my truck, just looking down. I was like, what am I doing?
Mhm.
And it's
Mhm.
like it puts you into that computer automated mode, and that's kind
Yeah.
of what everybody wants.
Yeah. And with having teenage girls, I see it all day long, and I'm guilty of it. We've all sat in the living room, TV going. All four of us have a phone in our hands. We're not even looking at each other. And usually it's my wife that looks up and goes, "What are we doing?"
Yep.
So we got to do something. We got to, you know, like, we got to put that crap down. Like, even if you're watching this right now and you're around your family staring at this screen, put it down for a minute. Talk to your family. Enjoy your family while you have them in front of you. You're going to have a point where you're by yourself
Yeah,
and
100%.
finish this video.
100%. Yeah, that's the good thing about this is you can pause it or play it,
Right.
whatever. But
Right.
like, I agree 1000%.
Yeah.
Like the whole technology thing with the girls, like your girls are older, but we both have two girls. So
Mm-hmm.
I worry about that. Like I've let my daughter a while ago. One time she watched one of these kids on the internet and they play with their dad on
Mm-hmm.
these games, but I found out about the game. I'm like, there's no way. I wouldn't let her just play it by herself anyway.
Yeah.
But the world's a dark place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to keep the innocence to my kid as long as I can.
Yeah.
Both of my kids.
For sure.
And then the older we get, just like with dealing with this, it's like in an experience like this, it takes the older, well, for anyone, men or women, every bit of experience, especially like this, it's like we lose a piece of our innocence.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
It brings around these feelings you don't know
Yeah.
existed. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it leaves a scar.
It's permanent.
Yeah, for sure. And even John, leading up to all this, spent a lot of time by himself on the computer in a dark area, just to his own thoughts and like almost avoiding people. And it like
Like probably subconsciously,
right. And
because
just
it I could see what it does. Like you lose your dopamine
mm-hmm.
from this thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's how John was. He would
Mm-hmm.
be so into something,
Mm-hmm.
and then check out. It's got to be another thing.
Yeah.
Like the next video game, the next thing,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
it was always something.
Yeah.
But maybe it was because he's been feeling it
Yeah.
longer than we know.
Right. And he didn't want to burden anybody. And he figured he could answer his own questions.
Now you put out the persona that you're so strong, and just like my buddy Jesse says, like the toughest guys generally are the softest guys.
Yeah. It's true.
That's pretty crazy.
I know.
Yeah, man. You want to take a break?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
let's
good with
take a
it.
break.
Okay.
Whenever.
It's pretty comfortable.
Yeah. Let's pull it close.
Oh yeah.
And we're back.
All right.
All right, buddy. Let's talk about a little bit about the aftermath.
Okay.
Of after the explosion, December 3rd.
Yeah. We've all been involved. You've been in like super like yeah, I don't know that you could have done any more. I've done trying to do what I can. I think my wife may be a saint. I'm
100%.
I'm not sure.
100%.
She would say she's not.
She is.
I mean, yeah, she's a good one.
Yeah.
But her and Taryn have become this like sisterhood, and it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, man.
But it's navigating for Taryn and the kids to navigate things suddenly without any preparation. I mean,
there's no way to prepare.
No.
There's no way, dude. There's no way to figure that out.
Right. Yeah, and like I was talking about earlier, you try to be like I'm sure you and I are probably in the same boat in this. We're trying to do everything we can to be a positive male influence for the kids.
Absolutely.
Because they're going to need it.
Absolutely.
They're stronger than they think, and they're all three of them are super smart. And Taryn is way stronger than she gives herself credit for.
100%. Superman. John was Superman. No, Taryn's Superwoman.
Well, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like the holidays come around and you don't think about it until you do. And then when you do, it brings a whole new connotation and a whole new appreciation for what you have, but an obligation to make sure people, because I don't, probably to my detriment a lot of times, but I've always wanted everybody to like me or be happy around me. I don't like being, it's hard for me to see somebody struggling and go, that's not my problem.
Right.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
So you feel like sometimes you spread yourself a little thin, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard to see that every day where you see that piece missing.
It's pain.
Right. And even if they don't share it. And it's Taryn and the kids, all of them that
Yes,
just
you see those faces, you
yeah,
see those smiles, and what's behind it. What's behind it?
yeah.
It's
And I know,
yeah, man.
and I know if it was me that had talked about this or did something like that, John would have probably punched me square in the nose,
100%,
and he would have just, I mean, let me have it.
100%.
And so there's some anger. I mean,
Rightfully so.
right. There's
If there's anger, okay, let me put it this way.
mm-hmm.
If you could tell him right now,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say?
I don't know if I want to say this to
I
the
want you to say
microphone.
it. That's all right. I want you to say it because it helps getting it out.
How could you leave your family like that? That's the softest way I can. I couldn't imagine doing it to my family. And it's not even a selfish thing. It's for me, like I'm not mad because now I have to do stuff. It's fine. I feel like that's why I'm here. That's why we're all here, is to support. We're not meant to be solitary creatures.
Yeah.
So we support the people that need support around us, but fuck off. Like
100%. 100%, brother. You have every right to feel the way you feel.
yeah.
You have the anger, the frustration.
Yeah.
I know that feeling,
Yeah.
and you have every right.
I mean, it's the same way we all feel about people that hurt kids.
It's 100. Yeah.
You hurt them. They're hurting.
Yeah.
And they're
And
going
it's
to be
permanent.
hurt. Right.
The rest of their lives.
Yeah. And Taryn.
And Taryn.
Right. And so, like, it's a weird. It's like, I never understood the definition of melancholy until now. Like it's anger and sadness and kind of wishing it was different and knowing you can't change it.
Yeah.
But you have to keep stepping up to the plate. Like, and that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it because that's who we are.
Yeah, it's like I seen that little clip of Billy Bob Thornton or Billy Bong Thornton.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I've never been the same since my brother passed. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
a melancholin's in me. I'm either 50% happy or 50% sad on any given moment.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah. And you talked to him and were closer with him than I ever could have been. You guys talked every day.
Every single day.
And I mean, me and John probably talked once a week.
But he still made that impact.
Yeah. And this is kind of funny that I know we're in, but when my oldest daughter, Grace, brought her first boyfriend over to the house, he could not have been happier. Like, he hated this kid, didn't even know him, just because Grace was his kid too.
Yeah.
And we did everything we could to make this kid uncomfortable. We called him every first name except for his first name, just so he knew that we didn't care what happened to him. Like, and he was miserable. Grace was embarrassed, but it was the time of our lives.
Absolutely.
He made up some prison stories about stuff that never happened, but it sounded real. And this kid was scared to death. I mean, there was 5 of us dads out there.
He's like, I ain't scared to go back to jail.
Oh, just giving this guy crap. And like at that point, and I keep going back to that memory, and I'm like, that was John's essence, man. He was
100%.
he was loyal protector. He would do whatever it took. He would have went. I mean, he would have kicked anybody's ass for these kids.
100%.
And then worried about bail later.
Dude, me and my brother Chris always messed with John. Like, me and Chris got more fights growing up than John did.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime John got into a fight, we kind of went and, I don't want to say it, but we kind of beat the kid up trying to fight
Yeah.
John.
Yeah, yeah.
We always mess with John. Like, John, you're the only one that can't fight.
But he would have tried.
He would have tried. Dude, when we were kids, I got into like boxing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was boxing all these kids around I call it street boxing.
Yeah.
And John got tough one day. He's like, oh, let's go, throw the gloves on. We got in the front yard.
Mm-hmm.
I dotted him up, dude. He's like, don't hit in the face. He started hitting me in the face. I was, doop, doop, bop, bop.
Mm-hmm.
He saw lights. I saw his eyes, bro. He was dazed like, oh, he took the gloves off. We start rolling in the grass because he's like, you don't fight clean. He fights dirty.
See, my older brother, he would always beat on me when we were in high school. We were only a year and a half apart,
Yeah.
so I was the younger brother, just tagging along, annoying the shit out of him all the time.
Absolutely.
But I was faster than he was.
Me
So,
too.
so when I decided I wanted to buck up a little bit, I'd just punch him and run,
Yep. I did the
and
same
he
thing.
would never catch me.
Yeah, same thing.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we're all we got. Like, I talk to my brother. I don't talk to him as much as I'd want to. He's busy. I'm busy. But
Yeah.
if something happened to him, I'd be in the same boat. How do you go just, and even if you don't talk all the time, that's your
It's you.
other,
It's a part of you,
Yeah.
dude. 34 years I've
Yeah.
spent with that man.
Right.
34 years.
Right.
And it's like, what do I do? Just pretending he's not here? Like, it's,
yeah. I
I
know.
don't know. I battle it every day.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
There's good days,
Mm-hmm.
there's bad days, and then sometimes there's really bad days.
Yeah.
But nothing in this world would lead me down that road.
Yeah. Right.
I would call somebody.
Yeah.
There's too much to live for, dude.
Yeah.
There's too much.
Yeah.
And just like I said, like, I want to see the sunrise another day. You know,
Sure.
today I feel like crap, but what, tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Make it a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go to the beach again and feel the sun.
Yeah, I want to go dip my toes in that sand.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. I know for me, it's kind of off topic, but on the way over here, I heal through music. I listen to
I do
music,
too.
and my wife gets aggravated with the music I listen to because it's usually sappy
Yeah.
and singers nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
But I listen to the lyrics. I don't really.
Yep.
I mean, it's great if they have a great voice, but I listen to the lyrics, and to me, a song is a painful story or something that somebody else has shared.
Yeah.
So it's literally what we're doing here in song form.
100%.
And so if you pay attention and you listen to some of these lyrics, it can actually heal you a little bit. It can bring up something that you didn't think about.
It's funny you say that because that first episode, I'm learning how to format and do all the video editing and everything like that. But
Mm-hmm.
everything's a frequency.
Yeah.
Everything, right? So
Mhm.
when I edited my first episode, I was watching us on the camera or in the video.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes in fast forward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with my buddy Jesse sitting in that chair, I could see his chest go up and down.
Oh, wow.
He's breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of went faster. And I was like, he's on a frequency. Your heartbeat, that's
Yeah.
a frequency.
Yeah.
And I am too.
Mm-hmm.
And we just experienced that video together. It was like a weird thought, but
Yeah.
it's like your heart's beating, my heart's beating.
Mm-hmm.
You could be anywhere else in the world right now,
Mm-hmm.
but we're locked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, another reason, that's why I like doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's, I'm very big into music.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's always been kind of my escape.
And you hear story after story about these singers will get up on stage at live shows and talk about something that one of their songs did for somebody. And it just goes to show you, we're always looking for an answer somewhere.
Yeah.
And even if we interpret something as an answer, it doesn't matter where we got it.
Yeah.
As it just matters how we take it.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to keep name dropping or anything like that, but like the Jelly Rolls music,
Mm-hmm.
and like I've always thought it was relatable to my life, but
Yeah.
like it couldn't be more relatable at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain songs to listen on that, and I've like, it hits so much harder.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like with all this going on, like I'm not great with social media.
Mm-hmm.
So like trying to get all the GoFundMe out,
Yeah.
all the things, bro. I messaged every news media outlet.
Mm-hmm.
I've emailed everybody locally. I reached out to Jelly Rolls. I
Yeah.
think it was his wife, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I've reached out to everybody because like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to help my family.
Yeah.
But I would hope like in that moment anybody would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get responses from anything. Well,
Right.
that's fine, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
I never scrambled for my life like that ever.
Mm-hmm.
I went every route that said, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere, but
Right.
that's fine, like I said. But
But the effort was there.
the effort, dude.
Yeah.
I was on that mountain. I'm still on it.
I know,
Like,
yeah.
but now more or less like I want to use this story. I want to use this experience as like a stepping stool in a view for people that are silently hurting,
Mm-hmm.
or a lot of people. It may not. It's just hurting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Well,
think about
you
it,
can't
man.
put a value on a life, man. And if this helps one person, keeps one person in this world for their family, the whole thing's worth it.
100%.
I'll come back here and eat as many times as I need to.
100%.
If somebody's watching it, if it just takes one.
Yeah.
It just takes one.
That's exactly why I'm doing it, man.
Yeah.
Exactly why I'm doing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I know we got a little off topic.
no, it's good, bro. It's good. That's what this is all about.
Yeah.
There's no script, and it's like I was telling him, like this is your life.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
Yeah. 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 I mean, since we moved out to the boonies, is what I call it. It's been a lot of us our friend group.
Yeah.
There's at one point I believe there was 2, 3, 4 or 5 couples, and anytime we had Christmas parties, we had Friendsgiving or whatever the girls call it.
Right.
But it was always a good time. We always looked forward to it. And after this, it's just different because it's
one less piece.
yeah, and there's nothing you can do. Like it's not like we're trying to make it awkward or different, but it just is. That's just the world we live in now. And so yeah, I mean, we don't want to stop, but I feel like a lot of us, and I'm really just speaking for myself, a lot of us, it's hard to hurt every time you do the things that used to involve John.
Yeah.
And then now they don't, and it just doesn't feel the same.
I agree.
And I can't imagine Taryn and the kids having to do that every single day, every day.
I told her the same thing just the other day. I was like, I'm hurting, but I don't matter. Like,
yeah,
I cannot imagine the pain having to wake up in the home.
Yeah.
The excitement of him coming home every day. She works from home, but like having all these years to look forward to.
Yeah.
And still subconsciously having those feelings, like it doesn't just go away.
Yeah.
But it makes it harder for her.
Yeah.
Man, I just wish I could fix it so bad, but I know I can't, but like,
yeah.
Just.
Yeah. And I know the thoughts probably go through Taryn's mind about what she did wrong or what she could have done more.
She didn't do it.
And I can tell you right now, she didn't mess up. John messed up.
100%.
And those kids didn't mess up. John messed up.
100%.
And they got the shit into the stick.
100%.
The whole thing. And there's a path forward, and I think we're all figuring it out and trying to help each other figure out where to go from here. But yeah, I'm at a loss for words.
So
I just don't.
Yeah, dude. So like I was saying, from like an outside perspective, as a best friend, like this has altered your life
for sure. It has.
In so many ways.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes me think about things a little deeper now.
Yep.
And it's like the things that I'm doing as a dad or as a husband, helping me see it from other people's perspectives, because it's easy to run through your day to day and think everything's fine. But when you stop and look at something you said or something you did, or even a body language or bad habits or something that you normally do, you don't realize how it's affecting other people.
Yep.
And I know those are little things compared to this, but it's not until you realize how fleeting everything is and how it can be gone, like
in a second. You don't know, like none of us do.
Yeah.
And at church they say it's tough to be a Christian.
Yeah.
But most Christians live happier lives.
Yeah.
John wasn't.
Mm-mm.
He didn't have that to lean into.
Right.
Like,
And it's hard to think of what could have been because he had so much positive energy, like you said, like he was just,
that was a
that dude
force.
just like bled love.
Yeah.
Like he would make anybody family, he would be there he would drop everything to do anything for anybody.
Yeah.
And probably at times, Taryn was probably like, Jesus, why don't you just, you don't have to do everything for everybody, but
Yeah.
that's who he was. So
yeah. We've all got that gene, dude.
yeah. And it's hard to think about what happened versus what could have been. Like where those kids could have been with that positive influence their entire lives, and now
It's just gone.
it's gone. It's like that. And so I feel like we have to do everything we can to help hold that ship up. That,
And we will.
yeah.
I just greatly appreciate you, man.
Hey.
Like, for everything. Like, if we didn't have you guys and Taryn didn't have her friends,
Mm-hmm.
she could have, things, I don't even like to think about it. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
But she didn't have a community that y'all built.
Mm-hmm.
And the friendship and the sisterhood with your wife. And
Mm-hmm.
through all this, like, we hadn't met till after the fact.
Right.
We met once at a party at the house, but like, through this, I've gained a brother.
For sure.
And you will always be a brother because you showed me, not that you owed us anything, but for just your presence being there, showing up, handling business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a strong and firm believer that God has brought you to our family for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I tell my girls all the time that God never gives you more than you can handle. And I'm pretty sure my mom told me that back in the day. She also said that time heals all wounds, and I'm waiting for all that to happen. But so if we get presented with stuff like this, and we got to deal with it on our own, but that's where we come in for each other.
100%.
Is to talk about this stuff.
Yep.
While we're trying to help and trying to put things back together for everybody else, we still have things we got to talk about.
Exactly.
And as guys, it's harder to say, I need help, or I can't, or something like that. And it's easy to forget that you need that until you're tired and you're just broken down from all the pain and stuff you're watching.
Yep.
And then you and I are both experiencing that.
Different lives, different things, and that weight's still heavy.
For sure.
It's so heavy, dude.
Yeah. It is.
But man, it's
But I think you're doing the right thing with this.
I'm trying, man.
Because we can't change the past. We can't fix what happened. We can't go back and say something different. That's not how time works. And God didn't design it that way. But what we can do is exactly what you're doing, and try to keep somebody else from dealing with this.
I agree, man. 100%.
Yeah. So
I'm grateful for you. I thank you for doing this.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of uncomfortable, but I think this conversation is going to be extremely impactful.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I hope people realize that there's other ways to go about things. There's other resources.
Yeah.
There's reach out to a church.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone, just go in and check it out.
For sure.
Just look for an out to get you in the right mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. Just talking to anybody, because you don't know who's going through the same things as you. When I was growing up, I had a real hard time talking to people. Super shy. I mean, even until I was in my mid to late 20s, I'd go to get-togethers or something, and I'd just kind of observe, and everybody thought I was an asshole.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I started actually talking to people, that usually with a little bit of liquid courage, but start talking to people, you realize that we're all pretty much the same. And the same things that we're thinking, most of the people in the room are thinking the same thing.
100%.
So I've got my younger daughter is dealing with that too, and I've tried to tell her the same thing, but like, people who are going through those internal struggles and that pain, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find somebody in a room that's going through the same stuff.
Yep.
And then you can relate and help work on stuff with each other. I know it's easier said than done,
Right.
but it takes a little bit of effort, and everybody's got that in them. They just have to convince themselves to do it.
I agree. 100%. It's just getting out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
Like walking by, just like you said, like walking by people every day. You never know what battle they're going through. Maybe they lost their brother.
Right.
Maybe their mom passed away. Maybe,
Right.
and then they're thinking like, man, I'm so sad. I don't have anybody. But that one simple hello or how you doing?
Right. And we've got to do, as people, not me and you, but as general people, we got to figure out, we got to do a better job of talking to people, period.
I agree.
We were at a volleyball tournament, and this real crowded area between games, and this lady got a phone call, and me and Amber were walking out, and she got this phone call and just hit her knees, broke down, screaming. She just found out that her brother had died.
Oh, man.
And everybody just went away except for Amber. Amber went over there, took a knee next to this girl, put her hand on her. Nobody else would. And we don't know if she needed that. But what else are you going to do? It's not in her nature to just walk away from stuff like that.
She's your wife.
I know.
She's different, man.
I know.
It's a calling.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost anything to just simply be kind. Seriously, like.
Yeah. And she's made me a better person just by watching her. And yeah, because I mean, guys don't, not all guys, but a lot of guys don't really get emotional. We try to hide that stuff. And
John was big that way.
yeah,
You're not gonna see me crying. Like,
yeah,
I know you.
right.
Like you can be Mr. Tough Guy, but like, I know you.
Yeah. And we tend to shy away from emotional stuff, like chick flicks. Some of those are pretty sappy.
No, listen.
Yeah.
My wife
Yeah, man.
Listen, my wife's thing is the say yes to the dress and like the model shows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, that girl's dress is ugly. Like she needs to do it this way. And I'm like, I gotta leave. I gotta go upstairs.
Yeah. I know.
Dude.
I know I can't do this. I don't want you to see me crying at a chick flick.
I'm not gonna cry to the dress stuff, but now I'm like, man, that don't even look good.
I know.
Like that mom, did that girl, like you see it on those shows, like how they're so ill to their kids. It's just like, that's your baby, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah. We don't want to be around all that sappy stuff. We want to watch a Marvel movie or something with some action.
You need some uppity up stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you might get sappy by yourself.
Yeah.
You might get on Netflix and turn on some chick flick when you're just home alone.
Oh man, I get that. That's so funny. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I mean that's the vulnerability thing. I think that's like an epidemic with guys. I mean it's been that way
Forever.
It's not a generational thing. It's always been that way.
Man, I watched a podcast the other day, and it was with a Vietnam veteran, and like he had been through all this stuff, and he was talking about a guy he had killed in combat, and he got emotional, and he kind of choked. He's like, "Stop being a sissy," but he said something else, right?
Yeah.
Stop. He was talking to himself, like in turn, he said it out loud, like, "Stop being a sissy," but and he was like, That's why you have so many problems. Sure, you had to do what you do, and I'm grateful for your service and everything you had to do. But it was like, you can't bottle it. You just can't.
Right.
You got to learn to navigate it, and those feelings are okay because it's a release. Don't push it back. Let it out.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you can hear yourself say it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we know about ourselves that we never say out loud.
Yeah.
And even if you're not talking to anybody else, you say, just go somewhere and say it out loud.
Yep.
It hits different.
Yep.
When you hear it. Something about it going in your ears.
Yeah.
Makes it sound a little different.
Yeah.
So that's if there's one thing that I've gained out of all this is just being able to talk. And that's a lot to do with you. Because if it wasn't for mine and your conversations, I don't want to burden my wife anymore. I definitely don't want to burden my kids or Taryn's kids or Taryn.
Yep.
Like they all have probably more on their plate, and you do too, but you're willing to talk about it, and you're talking to me, so I get to talk to you. It's an open conversation.
Yep. And what I feel like with doing this podcast, like I feel better.
Mm-hmm.
I feel relieved.
Yeah.
I feel a sense of,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll sit heavy for a little bit because we're talking about it. It brings up trauma again, but
Yeah.
the more I talk about it, the better it feels.
Mm-hmm.
So it does feel like at times, like after this, like, and even in the very first one I did, it was like I felt like I went to war.
Yeah.
But I'm not bottling it.
Yeah.
I'm using it
Yeah.
as my tool.
Yeah. And it kind of like if you feel like when you talk about it so much, it almost becomes you.
Yeah.
And you worry about like, okay, are people tired of hearing about this or whatever? But for you especially, it hasn't become you. Like we took our break earlier, and your daughter drawn a picture, and we talked about that picture. We were laughing about it and stuff, and then we come in here and we talk about it again.
Yeah.
Like there's the moments in between that you are still yourself, and you don't have to change who you are to talk about your pain.
Yeah. It's taken a lot to get to that point too. And I'm still working every day.
Yeah.
Because it's still there. The heaviness, the sadness, everything's still there. But like I said, I'm just using it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a deterrent for me. I'm not going to allow it to be that. I'm using it as a fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just glad to have made this. I don't like the term necessarily safe space. I don't need a safe space.
Right.
But it's given me a place to talk.
Yeah, for sure. It's a platform.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm in like even asking you,
Mm-hmm.
when's the last time you sat for a couple hours and talked to somebody one on one? No phones. You're locked in. That's why I like the headphones. Yeah. We're locked in.
Right.
There's no distract. The world's out there. It's going.
Yeah.
But right here, we're together.
Yeah.
That's why I like it.
It's true. I think one of the last times I actually sat like that and talked to somebody was John.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's crazy to think about,
it's
though,
crazy,
isn't it?
Dude. And that was probably a year ago.
Yeah. And just going in our automated daily lives, we're not sitting and connecting.
I know. Yeah. But I think that's one of the keys to figuring out some of the stuff and being more comfortable with each other and yourself and all that stuff. Because I mean, we can bottle stuff up in our heads long enough to believe that we're monsters.
Yep.
And when you start talking to other people about it and you realize that everybody goes through the same thing, you start to feel more normal. You're like, okay, it's not just me.
Yeah. It's everybody's relatable.
Yeah.
In one way or not. Like we all lose everybody throughout our lives, and it's just easier to have a friend to sit and chop it up with. Like, that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. I think you're doing the right thing.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate it. And like I said, I appreciate you doing this, and it was deep.
Yeah.
That's a deep conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it's a deep subject.
Yeah.
It's not anything light.
Yeah. So last words, I know you said it a few times. So if you could pretty much sum it up to, if you come from a friend's perspective, that a friend is struggling in something, what could you say to somebody to try to help them? In a summarize.
I mean, you'd start with, "Are you okay?" And I think that's an easy thing to say. It's 3 words. It's easy to say that to somebody, but then shut up and listen.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of times we listen to respond instead of listen to comprehend.
Yeah.
So if you're asking somebody if they're okay, but you hear the first 3 words of their response and you're already coming up with what you're going to tell them to do.
Yep.
Most of the time we're not qualified to tell them what to do. No. But just listening to what they have to say sometimes it's an icebreaker, and it's enough. I mean, that's all I'd be qualified to do. Just listen.
Yep.
But you can't pretend like everything's okay all the time.
Yeah.
and neither can anybody else. So if you see somebody that's off, or you know somebody and they're not acting quite like themselves, just even send them a text or make a phone call. I mean, I hate text messaging because I think it gets connotations get off and
Right.
it can sound off. But face-to-face conversation is best, but second best is a phone call. And just ask them, "Are you okay?" And shut up and listen.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you doing this, and I look forward to it. I really hope it impacts, man. I think it will. This was a very in-depth conversation, and like I said, I just appreciate you, and you are a brother.
Yeah.
And again, I thank you, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.